unstable. What you need is support. So this is my crude picture of two lumbar vertebrae. L4 and L5 will say. The black lines represent the bones of the vertebra, and all the color that you see in this picture is layers of ligamentous support. The disc in between the two, lots and lots of layers. There's like 25 layers of ligaments in a disc. So even if you have a bulge or a little bit of a tear in one, which you probably do as you age, just because of normal wear and tear, you still have lots of backup support. We have ligaments in the front, we have ligaments in the back, we have ligaments on the sides. This does not even represent all the muscular support that you have around your spine. So what's keeping you then in pain is this idea that you are unstable, that you have a spine instability. Our bones are meant to move on top of each other. This area in the green are our joints. They're supposed to slide and glide on each other. There's supposed to be this little bit of movement in between bones. But it's this idea that you are unstable, that you have instability. And so that belief causes fear. And the fear is what really keeps you in pain. Fear keeps you in pain. Because if you think about how the nervous system reacts to fear, that nervous system, unconscious, subconscious, it's supposed to happen, reaction, that reaction to the fear that you have sort of placed inside of your body and inside your consciousness, that fear that you don't even really recognize, that's what's sending everything into the mode to produce pain as the alarm signal for you. So what can you do about it? Understanding that the fear is the first step, and then creating movement that helps create this support. I would like for us all to just get rid of the word stability. What we really need is support. Think about how you feel when you get support. When you get just kind words that support you. When you get help from a friend or help from a loved one that supports you. When you get financial support, all of that comforts you and calms you. So we can create that support just as well inside the body. So I'm interested. Let me know. Have you been told that you have an unstable spine? If you have an unstable spine, then the only thought of how to fix it then is with a fusion. And if you've looked at any of my videos over the past week or so, I've been posting some videos about how unsuccessful spinal fusion surgery is. So let's create that support from the inside. So let's start on hands and knees. I'll just give you a couple of exercises. I have lots of ways that you can create muscular support, and doing it slowly, graded, progressively over time. Creating that muscular support slowly over time gives you the confidence, gives you that emotional support, that mental support that you need in order to overcome that fear that's within your body. So on hands and knees, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just cat-cow. And you get to make this as big or as little as you want, but realize as you go into that rounded position, you're engaging those abdominal muscles. As you go into that arched position, really gravity's bringing you there, but you might use a little bit of those back muscles. So abdominal muscles, back muscles, abdominal muscles, back muscles. More abdominals than back muscles. So how can we change this exercise to get more activation from those back muscles. So hold one position. And in doing that, you need to engage your abdominal muscles a little bit. Think about a nice straight spine from the shoulder all the way down to the hips, with your abdominal muscles engaged slightly. Position your body weight equally on your hands and your knees. Press into those hands, make sure your shoulders are strong, and lift one hand. In doing that, you're asking those back muscles to work. But because we didn't let the spine fall or arch or sag to the floor, we're still using those abdominal muscles. So we're creating support around that spine. That arm goes down. You can do that little bit of cat-cow just to position or make sure those muscles are working. Lower belly draws up. Create that support through your spine with your abdominals, and then lift your other hand. You're just holding one position, taking nice big breaths. Keep breathing. If you ever notice that you're holding your breath, you might be unconsciously, subconsciously triggering that nervous system to go into that fight or flight, that fear response. Other hand comes down, a little bit of cat-cow. Come to that nice mid-range supported spine position. Push into the arms, lift the leg. As you hold that spine in sort of a neutral position, the abdominal muscles have to work. As you lift the leg, the back muscles have to work. So you're asking all of those muscles around that low spine to support you. And rest that leg down. A little bit of cat-cow again. This is effort, but it's not too much effort. Maybe you can just lift that leg. Maybe you can push it back. Maybe you can lift it higher. Whatever position that leg goes in with that abdominal support and that low back support, this is a great exercise to get support all around the spine. And that leg comes down. What about the sides of your spine? Come down onto your forearm. Make a nice straight line from your hips all the way down to your thighs. So your torso and your thighs is in one position. Press through that forearm. Come up onto your knees. Lift your hips. So this is going to give you some support from the muscles on the side of the spine. Remember, I don't have muscles on this picture behind me. This is all about the ligamentous support. Lots and lots of layers of support. Rest those hips down. You can just roll over onto the other side. I'm going to switch sides so I get to keep looking at you. This is a side plank. You can do it from your knees, so this is a great starting position. Press into the forearm, lift the hips, just so that you're getting some action of the muscles on the bottom of the torso in this position. You can always, if you want to challenge more, you can always come to your ankles. You can always come to your hand and make it a strong position. But it's just a way to start creating supports on the side. So hands and knees, you're getting support from the front and the back. On your side, you're getting support from those muscles in the sides. You have lots of layers of muscular support, just like you have lots of layers of ligamentous support. And the way that the bones are shaped, they sit right down on top of each other to create support. You have so much support in your spine. That's not why you have pain. Pain is the fear associated with those words. The language that we use to describe our spine incites fear, consciously, subconsciously, or unconsciously. I'm Stephanie Carter-Kelly, a physical therapist that uses yoga and pain science. This is pain science. The language that we use to talk about our spine has everything to do with how we feel. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.